Hi guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host, Eddie, and in tonight's video, I will be discussing what I thought of that confusing and downright perplexing season finale for the first season of the new show, I Know What You Did Last Summer. No, not you. You. No, not you. You. Sorry. Stupid joke. But before I get into all of that, of course, please be warned, especially with this video. If you're not caught up on I Know What You Did Last Summer, or if you're currently watching it or binging it and you're behind a few episodes or so, you do not want to keep watching or listening to this video, as I will be discussing the big bombshells and spoilers, and most importantly, the killer's identity as it was revealed in the season 1 finale in tonight's episode. So you have been warned. Spoiler warning is issued. Let's jump right back into it. Last chance. Okay, I assume you've seen it if you're still here. So, the thing that was very confusing to me, first of all, I'm glad that Dylan wasn't the killer. Sucks that he got framed for it, and his little cult mentality is not making his case any easier or stronger. I mean, I'm a little lost as to what happened with Clara. So she killed herself, but then Dylan preserved her body in honey or something. Okay, fine. I'm just glad it wasn't Dylan or one of his mothers like I was thinking or theorizing it might be. Did not see it being Margot. That's right. Apparently Margot was a murderer. Well, we don't know who exactly she killed. It sounds like she killed a few people, but then her little bodyguard, Kyle, did a lot of the majority of the killing. Or some of the killing. Basically, they were murderers hand in hand, the two of them. I get all that. In fact, I had to rewatch Margot's little confession at the end of this episode as the credits were rolling. I had to watch that 3 or 4 times for all of it to click or make sense for me. So she confesses to all the murders and the people that she killed and the people that Kyle killed, and how her mother found out about it, convinced her to frame Clara for all of it, and then still ended up killing a few other people. But the thing that I'm trying to wrap my head around, or I'm perplexed about, and maybe one of you can clarify it for me in the comments section or just message me if you don't want to spoil the show for anybody, but why exactly did Margot do all this in the first place? Like, did she know in the beginning that Allison was lying about being Lennon right after the accident, and she did all this shit a year later to invoke some kind of revenge on Allison for pretending to be Lennon because she killed her one true love. But if she believed that she was really dead, then why would she kill all these people if she thought Lennon was dead? Or why would she kill all these people if she thought if she thought Lennon was dead if she thought Allison was dead and Allison was Lennon? See, the whole thing's confusing now with the twin thing. My biggest question is, why did Margot do all this in the first place? Like, did she know from the beginning, like right after the accident, that the twins had somewhat switched places? Like, did she know it or suspect it, and a year later, like, something snapped in her and she started doing all this shit just to get revenge on the still living Allison for killing her one true love, Lennon? Is that why she did all this? Because if that's the case, I really would have loved a much, much better, clear explanation for that. I understood her little confession at the end there. I think she was talking to her dog or making a private recording or something. So obviously she and Kyle were the killers, and they explained who they killed and why. But they didn't explain why they did all this killing, did they? I mean, I don't think they did. Because I feel like if Margot knew Allison wasn't Lennon, then did she do all this just to hurt Lennon? Because a lot of the people she killed were important to Allison, and then a lot of them weren't. Just people who were in the wrong place at the wrong time. See, it's all very, very confusing, very perplexing. This is possibly my most confused and definitely perplexed episode review I've ever done, where it's like, I need this shit explained to me because it's just, something's not making sense to me. I mean, I kind of like the fact that they left it open for a possible second season. I don't know if we'll get one. It hasn't been announced or confirmed yet. But if we do, that very well could possibly give us the very badly needed, much needed, and desired clear explanation and overall clarification as to why Margot did what she did. You know, I just, that part is very unclear to me. And I guess Allison went along with framing Dylan because it meant protecting her secret about taking her sister's identity and protecting herself and her dad from the rest of the world. And I understood how the bodies matched up with one another because the dad switched the photos from the flashback. I get that. What I just don't understand is why a year after the accident, Margot decides to start killing all these people. Like, did she know from the as soon as the accident had happened that the twins had switched places somehow, or that Allison was lying to her about being Lennon and she snapped? I mean, it's very confusing and unclear to me. So I don't know. I mean, I also liked, what I did like about this episode is that they clarified that once they revealed that Margot was one of the killers, they revealed that Kyle was the one wearing the hoodie in the window who pushed her through the window, to make it all the more convincing that she was just another victim or intended target. So I understood that. And then I understood framing Dylan and everything. I just don't understand why. Like, why Margot did all this shit a year later after the accident, if she really didn't know Allison wasn't Lennon. So that's just the part that's confusing me. Other than that, I guess I liked it, despite feeling how conflicted and perplexed I am. Definitely not one of my favorite episodes, and not as good as I was hoping it to be. And honestly, if we don't get a second season, I can live with that. Because this show was good, but it wasn't the same level of quality as good as, like, Scream, or at least the first 2 seasons of Scream. So, I don't know. What did you guys think? Were you disappointed? Are you just as confused and perplexed as I am? Please let me know what you think down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching. And despite the season finale, I hope you enjoyed the rest of the season, because there were some good episodes scattered throughout. So I hope you liked those at least. And some pretty memorable horror movie quality kills too. So at least there was that. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and have an awesome rest of your night. And of course, until next time, what's your favorite scary movie?